Hello everyone, welcome to another Tango technique class at home. I hope you are all doing very well. Today will be a class mainly for men because we will work on giros and specifically on the steps of the man inside a giro. Yeah? As you know, when the woman is doing a giro around the man, her steps, for example, if she starts from across and with an ocho forward, yeah, around the man, usually her steps are always front, side, back, side, front, side, back, side, front, and so on. Yeah? And the man usually walks forward. Yeah? Of course using pivots so that his walk is a circle. Yeah? So the man would walk forward like this using pivots inside the structure of the steps of the woman. So in today's class I will give you 4 different sequences that you can practice alone at home. Each sequence will be a different structure of how you can use your steps inside the giro of the woman. So in today's class we will start with the warm-up and then we will see these 4 sequences one after another. First we will do them to one side, to the right, and then we will do them to the left so that you can practice both directions of the giro. And we will also do them first slowly, one step per beat, very slowly, so that you can focus on the structure and on the technique. And then we will do them faster in half time, which is how you would normally use those combinations in your dance. So let's go for the warm-up. Okay, warm-up. So let's, as always, put our feet together and just spend a few seconds finding our center, breathing deeply, relaxing the shoulders, letting them go down, and letting our whole weight go down through our feet on the floor. Yeah? And we start with shoulder rotations. Yeah? Remember, do them very big, yeah? As big as you can, and don't use the elbows. Yeah? We will do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we do arm circles. Yeah? So remember, the most important thing is to keep your elbows always straight. Yeah? You move your arms forward, then up, and then you open them to the sides, and your hands are a little bit behind your back so that you really stretch the chest muscles, and then down again. Yeah? And we will do 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, yeah? Make sure that you relax the shoulders when you do the arm circles. Now we will stretch the side of the torso. So we raise one arm and make sure that the elbow is straight and the hand is pointing up. Yeah? Completely vertical. And then slide the hand that is on your leg down until you can touch your knee or even pass it. Yeah? Like this. And then hold this stretch for a few seconds. And then use the hand that is up to pull yourself up again into a straight line, and then drop the arm. And then we do it with the other side, okay? So we do it 4 times to each side. Let's start. 1, go down, hold it, and up. 1, go down, hold it, and up. 2, go down, hold it, and up. 2, go down, hold the stretch, and up. 3, slide down, hold the stretch, up. 3, go down, hold the stretch, and up. And the last one, 4, go down, hold the stretch, up. And the last one on this side, go down, hold the stretch, and up. Okay, good. Now we open the legs, we bend the knees a little bit, and make sure that your hip is straight, yeah? And then you make a circle with your arms. Keep the hip and the head always looking forward, and rotate the torso left and right together with your arms. The arms and the torso move together, yeah? Don't move the arms alone, okay? And we do it 16 times, 8 times to each side, okay? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? Now we stretch the knees and we put the hands behind our head, and then we bend forward until our back is straight and parallel with the floor. Yeah? You should feel a slight stretch on the back of your legs. And then you keep dropping, yeah? Use the weight of the head to let it hang, yeah? And then bounce 3 times, yeah? 1, 2, 3. And then you put your back straight again, and then you go up, yeah? This will stretch the back of your legs, which will give you a nicer step, and also the lower back, the lower part of your back, which will give you a better posture. So we will do it 8 times, okay? Let's go. 1, go down, bounce, 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 and go up. 2, go down, bounce, 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 go up. 3, down, bounce, 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 and up. Very relaxed, yeah? 4, bounce, 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 very relaxed, and up. 5, bounce, 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 and up. 6, bounce, 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 and up. 7, go down, bounce, 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 and up. And the last one. 8, bounce, 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 and up. Okay? Now keep the legs open like this and grab your hips with the hands. And then go a little bit back with the hips, and we will do circles with the hips. So you move the hip to the side, make sure that you keep your knees straight, yeah, and the heels on the floor. And then front, yeah, and then to the other side, yeah, as much side as you can, yeah, and keep the head on the same place. And then back, and you complete one circle. We will do 8 circles in one direction, and then 8 circles in the other direction. Okay, so start behind, and let's go. 1, very big, yeah. 2, as big as you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now we change direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay? And now the last exercise, we put our feet together again, and we bend the knees, and make sure that your legs are together, yeah, that there is no space between them, together, yeah. And then we go down and we bounce 3 times, very relaxed. 1, 2, 3. And then we stretch the knees and we go up on the toes, yeah. So you push down the floor so that your body goes up, yeah. Make sure that your legs are not opening like this, that you keep them closed, yeah. If you want, you can put your hands on the hips or have the arms just hanging on the sides, yeah, as you prefer. So let's do it 8 times, yeah. Go down, 1, bounce, 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 and then go up, hold it for 3 seconds, and go down. 2, bounce, 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 stretch the knees, go up, hold it for 3 seconds, and go down. 3, bounce, 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 stretch the knees, go up, hold it, and go down. 4, bounce, 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 go up, hold it, and go down. 5, bounce, 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 stretch the knees, go up, hold it, go down. 6, bounce, 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 stretch the knees, go up, hold it, make your core tight so you can keep the position, and down. 7, bounce, 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 go up, hold it, engage the core, and down. And the last one, bounce, 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 stretch the knees, go up, hold it, and go down slowly, yeah, controlled and slow. Okay, good. Let's go for the first exercise. Okay, in this first exercise I will show you the simplest sequence that the man can do in the Giro of the woman. And the sequence looks like this. You start in 0 position and then you do a small step forward. The step is small, yeah, it's just like this. Because you are walking inside the Giro of the woman and the woman is right in front of you. Unless you want to do a deep sacada in the Giro, yeah, you just want to step where her foot is, so that's right in front of you, yeah? So you do a small step forward. Then you do a T step. I call it T because the feet are placed in a T figure, yeah? Like this and like this. And it's 90 degrees to the side, yeah? After this step, you do a 180 degree pivot, yeah? And then a step front, yeah? And then you keep repeating this structure all the time. So you always do a 90 degrees T step and then a 180 degrees pivot and a front step. 90 degrees T step and then 180 degrees front step. Yeah? T and pivot. And T and pivot. Always the same. Yeah? Now, if you notice, every time you do this little sequence of T and pivot, you are using 3/4 of a full circle. Yeah? Because if you start in this direction, for example, if this is my direction towards the camera, after the first step, the T takes 90 degrees and the pivot takes 180, so that's 270. That's 3/4. So now I finished 90 degrees short from where I started. If I do it a second time, 90 degrees T and then 180 degrees pivot, now I finish here. So it's 90 degrees less from when I finished the last time. So I do it a third time. 90 degrees T, 180 degrees pivot, now I'm in this direction. 90 degrees less. So I need to do it a fourth time. 90 degrees T, 180 degrees pivot, to finish in the direction that I started. So you need to do it 4 times, or what is the same, 8 steps, in order to do a complete revolution where you finish on the starting direction. So we will do it 8 times to each side, okay? Now, before we start, I would also like to show you what the woman is doing. Meanwhile, you do this combination. So how this combination that you are doing relates to the Giro, yeah? So let's see what the woman is doing. Imagine that you just did a basic step and you lead the woman into a cross, okay? The woman is in a cross in front of you. And then you start the Giro, yeah? By leading an ocho forward to her. And then she's going to start doing the Giro around you. So as you know, the woman is going to do front, side, and back around you. 3 steps. And these are the first 3 steps of your combination. So when you are here, now I show you from the back, yeah? The woman is in the cross in front of you, and then she does the first ocho forward around you towards the right side. So when she does the ocho forward, you step forward and you take her place, yeah? Then she does the side step around you. So when she does the side step, you do the T, and you step between her feet, yeah? Now she does the back step, and she's going towards your back, yeah? So you follow her leg, yeah? And you do a pivot, and then you step with her, yeah? Now she does, after these 3 steps, yeah, I show you again, front, side, and back. Now she does a small side step, which you don't follow. You wait, you don't step when she does this, because this is a transition step that we use in which she does it in half time, so faster. And this transition step has the effect of changing the system of the next 3 steps of the Giro. So if the first 3 steps, front, side, back, you step with her and you were in parallel system, then she does this little extra step that you don't follow, and this changes the system. So the next 3 steps, forward, side, and back, will be in cross system. Yeah? So let's see it again. You're in 0 position, she's in a cross in front of you. 8 forward to your right, you go front. Side step of the woman, you do the T in between her feet. Back step of the woman, pivot and front, you step with her. Little transition step of the woman in half time, you don't do anything. Front step, yeah, you do the T and you step in between her front step. Now side step, so you pivot and you step front in between her feet for the side step. Now she goes back step. So you follow her leg and you do the T, okay, 90 degrees. And then she does the transition step, the small side step, so you don't do anything, you wait here. And then she does front, yeah, side front. So on the front step, you pivot and you step front again. And then she does the side step, you do the T again, in between her feet. And then after the side step, she does the back step, the last back step. And you pivot with her and you step with her. And that's it, yeah, 8 steps. I hope you could follow this explanation more or less, but if you have problems imagining what the woman is doing meanwhile you do the combination, don't worry too much, because you just have to trust the structure. You just need to remember that you do a T 90 degrees and then 180 degrees pivot, and that's all, yeah, T and pivot. Trust this combination, because then when you do the Giro with the woman, with your partner, you will have developed a muscle memory for this combination and it will work with her steps, yeah? Okay, so we will do it to both sides. We will do the Giro to the right and then to the left. And to change the sides, we will use a little trick as a transition from one side to the other. And it will be like this. Let's say that you have been doing the combination to the right, and you are doing the last step, which is pivot and front with left, yeah? So when you do this step, that's the last one, then you go back with the same foot, yeah? You go front and back, and you change weight, and then you can start with the right foot, and then you do the whole thing to the other side, yeah? So I do it once for you, you can do it with me if you want, slowly without the metronome, just to get the combination in our heads with the transition, yeah? You would start in 0 position, and then you would start with the Giro to the right side, yeah? So you start with left front, 1, T, 2, pivot, 3, T, 4, pivot, 5, T, 6, pivot, 7, T, 8, pivot, front, and then change weight. And now 1 with right, 2, T, 3, pivot, 4, T, 5, pivot, 6, T, 7, pivot, 8, T, and then finish, pivot, change weight, and left again. Yeah? I hope that was clear. So we will do it with the metronome, and we will do it very slowly. So you have time to watch it, see how it works, understand it, and copy it. Okay? We will do it 6 times. Yeah? We will do the 8 steps. First to the right, then transition to the left, and then again to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Yeah? We will do it with the metronome. 58 BPM. Yeah? 2 beats per bar. Yeah? So 1, 2, downbeat, upbeat. And we will always step on the 1, on the downbeat only, yeah? So it will be 1, 2, 3, so very slowly, so you have time to focus on the technique, yeah? So, let's start. Get ready. Make sure you have enough space between you and the wall because you are going to be turning around, so you need a little bit of space, yeah? So, 0 position, arms in embrace, put your weight on the right because you will use the left as the first step. And we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Front and change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and front and change to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and change to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and change. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and change. Okay? Yes? I hope you could follow the combination. Now we will do it again, but in half time, so double as fast. So we will step on every beat, yeah? On the downbeat and on the upbeat. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, yeah? And then the transition and change side. And we will do it again 6 times, 3 times to each side. Okay? So, technical tips to do it better. Now it's very important to do the whole combination with your knees bent, yeah? You should really flex your legs and do the whole combination kind of low, yeah? The second thing is that your torso is always anticipating the next step. So when you do the front step, you're already turning the torso to the side for the T. When you do the T, you're already looking a bit behind you for the pivot. Your torso is always a bit ahead, yeah? Anticipating the next direction. This will help you a lot. And the last thing is that when you are doing the pivot, yeah, the 180 degrees pivot, try not to do the pivot with the feet closed like this, yeah, because it doesn't look so good and it compromises a bit the balance. What I recommend is that when you do the pivot, try to leave your foot behind like this, yeah, and then when you finish the pivot, then you close the feet for the next step, yeah. So the pivot looks like this. 1 and step, yeah, okay? This will come with experience, with practice, yeah? Okay, so let's do it together. Like before, 0 position, put your weight on the right because we will start with the left, with a Giro to the right, okay? In half time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, change. Okay? Great. Good, so let's go to the next exercise. Okay, in this exercise we will change the structure of the sequence of steps that the man is doing in the Giro of the woman. And what we will do is to introduce a change of weight with feet together, yeah, every time we do a T. Yeah? So when you are doing the T, usually what we did before was 180 degrees pivot and then step front. It will be very similar. You will do the T and then you will change, you will turn 180 degrees, change weight and then front but with the other leg. Okay? So even if we are changing the structure of the sequence, we are not changing the directions of the steps. The directions of our steps are the same as before. Because remember that the woman is still doing always the same. Front, side, back, side, front, yeah? So her Giro will always have the same shape. That means that our directions, the directions of our steps should always be the same. We just are changing which leg does what, yeah? So let's see how our combination looks like now, very slowly. Remember that the woman is in front of you and she's doing front, side and back. Those are the first 3 steps. So you go front, that's the first step like before, and then you do the T, just like before, yeah? And then here, that's her side step. She's going back. So instead of pivoting with her and stepping with her with the free leg, what I do is on her side step, I pivot with her, but then I change weight in half time and I step forward with the same leg that did the pivot. Okay? Then after this, she's going front, so I do a normal pivot, 180 degrees, and then front. Okay? So this is like before. Then we do another T. So we use the same trick. 180 degrees pivot, change weight, and front with the same leg that did the pivot. And then we do another 180 degrees pivot normal and step with the other leg. And then we do the last T. Yeah? Because we did already 8 steps with this one. So now, instead of doing this, yeah, what we will do is the same transition that we did in the last exercise to be able to change the direction of the Giro. So here you will do T, pivot, change weight and side step. And then change weight. And then you can use the right leg to go forward and then the Giro will be to the left. Yeah? So let's do it to the left once. Without the metronome, very slowly so you understand what's going on. So you start with the front step, with the right leg, and then you do the T. Yeah? Then you do 180 degrees pivot, change weight, front. And then you do 180 degrees and front. Then you do another T, 180 degrees pivot, change and front. And then you do 180 degrees and front. And then you do the last T here. And then you do only 90 degrees pivot, change weight and side step. Yeah? You are again in the same direction looking to the wall as when you started. And then change weight. And then you can do it with the front leg, with the left, so that you do the Giro again to the right. Yeah? I hope that was clear. Remember that when you are doing the T, the woman is doing the side step. And when you are doing the pivot and the change weight and front, the woman is going back. Yeah? That's how it will work later in the Giro with the woman. Okay? So, let's do it with the metronome. Again, very slowly. So we will step on the downbeat only. Yeah, like before. 1, 2, 3. Yeah? So you will have a lot of time to understand what's going on and to do each step. Okay? So, let's do it together. Get ready, 0 position, and put your weight on the right, because we will start with the left foot front and we will do the Giro to the right. Okay. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and side, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and side, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and change. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and side, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and side, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and side, and. Okay? Yeah? Good. Now we have to do it in half time. So we will step on each beat of the metronome. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So let's do it. 3 times to each side, and starting with the right side. Okay, so put your weight on the right, and we start with the left. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and change. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and side. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and side. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and side. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and side. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, and side, and. Okay? Great. Watch this part as many times as you need until you get the combination. It takes a while to memorize the whole thing and not get lost with the directions, but it just takes practice, yeah? And this will be very, very helpful every time you are doing the Giro with a woman and doing front, change weight and front. It's a really nice effect. Okay, let's go to the next exercise. Okay, in this exercise we will introduce another change in the structure of the steps of the man in the Giro of the woman. So we will use again the side step of the woman. Remember when she does front, side and back, the side step to do a trick. The side step of the woman is an ideal place to change weight and change legs, because then she does the back step, which has a lot of inertia, and the trick is a very nice way to go into the next step that has so much inertia. It's very effective, okay? So what we will do is this. Remember that the woman is doing front, side and back. So what we want is to do a little sacada front on her side step, yeah? So it looks like this. Let's do it very slowly, just the first 3 steps to show you what the idea is. She's in front of you and she does the ocho forward to your right. So you do this front step like before. Now, when she does the side step, usually you do the T, yeah, 90 degrees. So we want to keep this direction, obviously, because that's where her side step is, but we don't want to do it with this leg. We want to do it with the other leg. So for that, we need to do this movement. After the front step, we do a 90 degrees pivot, we cross back, and we use the same leg again that did the front step to do the second front step. Yeah? So this is the beginning of the combination. Front, pivot, cross back, front in half time. Yeah? Then that's the side step, and then she goes back, yeah? Which is going this way on our back. So here we will do another interesting movement. We will go from one front step to another front step in the other direction. Yeah? So we are doing front, then we are doing 180 degrees pivot like before, but with the wrong foot. So it looks like this. Yeah? Instead of this kind of movement, yeah, it's the same thing but with the other leg. This kind of movement. Yeah? And then from here, the woman is doing the little side step, there is a connection where you don't do anything, and then front, side, back again. So we will do 180 degrees pivot, normal one, and then a front step, and here we repeat the same structure again. After this front step, we do 90 degrees pivot, cross back, front with the same leg. And then we do the front thing, yeah? We do front, pivot, front, and then 180 degrees and front. And then, this is the last time we do the trick to this side. We do one last time, 90 degrees pivot, cross back and front. And then here, we already did 8 steps. So it's time to change the direction of the hero. So we need a transition step to be able to do that. And here is where usually we would do the front step, pivot and front. But instead of doing front like this, what we will do is only 90 degrees and side. Yeah? And this will simulate something as if we were cutting the heel of the woman in order to start another heel to the other side. Yeah? So you do the last front step and then side. And then change weight, and then you can use the left leg to initiate the same thing to the other side. Yeah? To the left. So let's do it to the left slowly. Front, and then the trick. Yeah? Pivot, cross back, front, 90 degrees. Then front with the pivot. Front, and then 180 degrees pivot, front. Then the trick again. Pivot, cross back, front, and then the front step. Front, and then 180 degrees pivot, step front, and then the last time we do the trick. Pivot, cross back, front, and then side step. Okay, change weight, and then front. Okay, I hope you could follow. We will do it again 6 times to each side. Slowly with the metronome, stepping only on the downbeat. 1 and 2 and. Okay? Good. So let's do it. So get ready and let's do it very slowly. Put your weight on the right foot because we will start with left and we will initiate the Giro to the right. Okay? So 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8 and side and change. Now to the left. 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8 and side change. To the right. 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8 and side and change. Front and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8 and side change. Front and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8 and side change. 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8 and side change. Okay? And if you want, you can keep going. Yeah? Okay? Okay, so now we will do it, but in half time, stepping on each beat of the metronome. Yeah? 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, and so on. Okay? So, get ready. Remember to do the whole combination down, low on your knees, and not to make the steps too big, because remember we are dancing inside the heel of the woman. Okay? So, put your weight on the right foot, because we will start with the left front to do the Giro to the right. Okay? So, 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8, side and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8, side and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8, side and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8, side and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8, side and 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8, side and 1. Okay? Good. That was very good. Okay, so let's go to the last combination. Okay, in this last exercise we will combine both tricks. Yeah? So the first trick, remember, was when you do the T, yeah? Then instead of pivot and front with the other leg, you do T, pivot, change of weight, and front with the same leg that did the pivot. Yeah, that was the first trick. And the second trick was front, and instead of doing the T, you do the T but with the other leg. So you do 90 degrees pivot, cross back, and front with the same leg. Yeah? And remember, if you get lost, that all these tricks always happen when the woman is doing the side step. Yeah? So on the first trick, the woman is doing the front step, then the side step. So you do the T, and then she does the back step. So you pivot, change weight, and follow her back step with the same leg. And on the other trick, she does the front ocho, you do front, and then on her side step, you pivot 90 degrees, cross back, and then step with a sacada if you want, yeah? But in any case, in between her feet on her side step, yeah, with this leg. So let's see slowly how the combination looks like, yeah? We will do it without the metronome, very slowly so that you understand the structure. So you start in zero position and the woman starts the Giro with the ocho forward going to your right, okay? So you do the front step with left. This is always the same. Now, we use the first trick. So when she does the side step, you do the T, and then on the back step, you do pivot, change weight, and follow her with the front step with the same leg that did the pivot. That's her back step. Then she does the little side step that you wait, and then she does front, side, back. So now you do pivot, 180 degrees, front, and then in this step, that's when she's going to do the side step, you do the second trick. Pivot, 90 degrees, cross back, front. And then here, you do the front, front step. Front, pivot, front. And then here you do another 180 degrees pivot and front step, yeah? And here is when she goes to the side again. So you will do another T, and this will be again the first trick. Pivot with change of weight, but because this is the last step, we already did 8 steps, we need to go to the trick to change the direction of the Giro. So here we do only 90 degrees pivot, and side step, yeah? And then change weight, and then we can do it with the other leg, with the right, starting with the right so the Giro will go to the left. So let's do it slowly to the other side. Front, okay? She's going front, side, back. So you do 90 degrees T, pivot, change weight, front. Then you do 180 degrees front. And here you do the second trick. Cross back, front. Then you do front, 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 front. 180 degrees, front. And then this is the last T, yeah? Last T. So you do 90 degrees pivot, change, side, change weight, and then you start with left. Okay? We will do it now 6 times slowly, yeah? With the metronome stepping only on the downbeat. 1 and 2. So you will have the chance to see it repeated many times very slowly so you can catch it. Okay? So let's do it with the metronome very slowly. So zero position, put your weight on the right because we will start with the front step with the left leg and the Giro is going to the right. Okay? So let's start. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and side, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and side, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and side, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and side, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and side, and 1, 2, and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and side up. Okay? Great. So now we will do it in half time, stepping on every beat of the metronome. Yeah? So it will be like 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6 and so on. Okay? So let's do it. 0 position, bend the knees, remember, do the whole combination low. Don't do very big steps because you are stepping inside the heel of the woman, yeah? And remember to anticipate with the torso, yeah, the direction of the next step. So your torso is always in a kind of spiral, okay? So let's go. Weight on the right, and we start with left front to do the heel to the right. And 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and side, and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and side, and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and side, and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and side, and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and side, and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and side. Once more. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and side, and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8 and side. Okay? Great. Very good. So I hope you liked this exercise today, the last class of 2020. And yeah, even if it's a bit complicated, just watching many times, practice. If you have problems following the sequence, break it down in parts. Yeah, for example, when you want to do it fast and you get lost, well, try to learn the first 3 steps only. Just do the first 3 steps fast with a metronome. Yeah, and then when the 3 steps are no problem, then put the 4th step and you do the 4 first steps, and then the 5th, and then you will get used to it and you will complete the whole combination and you will be able to do the whole thing repeatedly. Yeah? And I really recommend you to practice these sequences because as you have seen, we have used different tricks in the Giro with changes of weight, with crosses back, and then we have combined the tricks. Yeah? And this, when you dance with your partner, it will give you lots of ideas for improvising, for changing which leg you use in the middle of a Giro. Yeah? It will give you ideas to change the structure of your Giro on the fly and do the same steps, sometimes with the left leg, sometimes with the right, sometimes crossing back, sometimes doing a double turn forward. You will be able to use all these tricks on the fly to improvise and change the structure of your Giro, which is something that will give your heroes a lot of interest, yeah, if you change their structure on the fly, okay? So that was it. Thank you very much, and thank you for the people who are supporting the channel with donations. I really appreciate that, and I will see you in the next class. Bye bye.